Well, we're right back here on GOD Radio 1, getting ready for another great interview right here on the station. How you doing this morning, Brother Robert Earl?
I am doing good, just taking it one day at a time, trying to live my best life, my brother.
Okay, living your best life?
Yes.
I'm living my best life.
Yes, sir.
Yes. All right. Well, Robert O'Dean, we actually have another great interview today. Who do we have with us today?
This is family. She is from San Diego. We watched her from a youngster all the way to her adulthood, a mother, a entrepreneur, a hard worker, one of the hardest working people that I have seen in this industry as an independent artist. None other than, we call her Eturnul. Good morning, sister. How are you?
Good morning, brothers. How are you?
We're doing good. We see you already up in the studio grinding this morning.
Oh, man, I'm up early, and it's a blessing.
Right.
I had to change some of my ways and start getting a lot of more rest and being able to wake up early. So I really do appreciate you guys bringing me on the Wake Up Morning Show.
All right.
Yes.
So let's start off just real quickly. Who is Eturnul for those that don't know you?
Well, Eturnul is birth name Letitia Nicole Fields. I was born in San Diego, California. I'm a mother of 5, 3 adult children, 2 younger children, 14 and 6. Truly blessed. I'm a vessel for God. Grew up in Southeast San Diego, lived a little bit in Orange County and Long Beach as well. And I'm here just to push the message that Christ has given me to tell the world. Go out and we use the 3 E's: educate, encourage, and empower others, and allowing God to use us with our gifts, our talents, giving, any way we could be a servant. So here I am.
So how did you start in music?
Music, I actually started many years ago. I used to do underground hip hop, and I would do music pretty much sharing what I was experiencing or living, whatever lifestyle I was living. It was a way to express messages to people. And then eventually God started dealing with me. I was a leader in my community, big influence. And I knew at an early age, I had a calling, but I had to get up under leadership that I could really guide me, been where I've been, and show me that the relationship with God is just not saying you live for Christ, but also giving your life to God. You know, it's a relationship is not just a one-way street. It's a two-way street. It's a give and take here.
Wow.
So let me ask you this. Did you actually, how did you come up with your name Eturnul?
Well, I don't spell it the traditional way. I knew that the lifestyle I had before, you know, I was taught that, hey, if you have a love for anything else other than God, that's like making it your God. And so I wanted to have a name that didn't represent me, but represent the God I serve. And so it means endure truth, understand, receive, and nourish unconditional love. And so that's the love that God has for us. And we have to understand that, endure, and keep pushing.
So just real straight, how did you get your street cred?
You know, doing things I wasn't supposed to do. You know, I call it experimenting. That's what I'd say when the young people is doing their thing. I was experimenting. I was out there, you know, selling things I wasn't supposed to sell, you know, poisoning the community. You know, I was thinking, hey, as long as I put this money into something positive, it was right. But, you know, soon to learn that just a good deed doesn't mean you have a great relationship with God.
Come on.
You can't just, you know, walk someone across the street or carry someone groceries and think that's going to get us into heaven. You think that's going to be just right with God. We actually have to start making our life a living sacrifice. And so there was changes I needed to make, you know. And once that happened, it was a full speed, you know, with Christ. You know, it was a struggle for a long time to understand the balance that I needed. But eventually God allowed me to see that and understand it. And now I'm just pushing forward.
So when I say how you get your street credit, that was the old street cred, but you got a lot of street cred right now as we speak.
Yes.
You know, talk about that street cred and how you're using that to impact young people and also your communities around the world that you go to.
Well, I always had, and even before I gave my life to Christ, I'm using that because I've lived some of the things that people have been through, and each one of us have,
Yes.
regardless of whatever those is, whatever reason God uses us. There's someone that needs to hear your testimony. There's someone that you can help.
Come on.
And so I can relate to those that have been through what I've been through. You know, whether it was a fatherless child, you know, whether it was having to watch your mom or your family struggle, you know, ex-gang life, you know, ex-hustler life,
Right.
you know, abuse, you know, toxic relationships,
Yes.
you know what I'm saying?
Come on.
And so I'm able to use those things because people know that, hey, if I'm, whether I'm in, when I was in the streets, I was about my business. Now I'm for the kingdom. I'm really like, I'm not playing.
Yes.
So some people know that, and some people, you know, meet me and they have to learn that. But I take that passion that I have to want to help change lives, empower lives, and impact lives, lift people up, help build self-esteem, help bridge gaps with family relationships. I use those skills that I had before and just apply them to what I'm doing for God. And I already was doing that. Some of my friends and family and homies, they would say, man, you like the hood angel, because I still had some morals and values, you
Right.
know. I wasn't living exactly how I should have been living, you know, but I did have a lot of morals and values that was very much Christ-like. And I always taught my homies to go to school. They couldn't hang out with me. If you ain't going to school, if you ain't doing this, their mothers would call me, hey, come get this boy or come get this girl.
Right.
Because I always said, hey, what are you going to do after this?
Come on.
So let me ask you, you know, I'm
That's
checking out.
good.
It's early in the morning. It just turned 7:05, but you got your lashes on. You got the makeup kicking. You in your gaming chair. You got the fashion going on. Let's just talk about your branding and
Yes, she's a
and
brander.
how you kind of flipped your whole look over the last 5-6 years.
Well, you know, like I said, you know, starting like, it's like new beginnings. You know
Yeah.
how you start a new beginning?
Yes.
You start off fresh. So you start working on things that, you know, you have to work on. I've rebranded 805. I went a new direction. I got right now, I got on a logo that my daughter created. She drew me. So this is what I would have looked like 20 years ago.
Right. Right.
So I decided to put that on. I knew I was coming on God Radio. So I wanted to try to look as decent as possible early in the morning.
Right.
I'll just say that God giving me that, you know, start self-love. It started with self-love, you know, started caring a little more about myself. You know, I care about others a lot. And so that's what got me to start doing my look, how I felt about myself, you know, and started revamping that. And I'm still on a mission. I got some new stuff that I'm going to be sharing with you guys real soon. You guys will be one of the first to hear about it. But just, you know, even though we're a little older, just feeling young, you know, young, excited and on fire for God. You know, you remember the first time you really was like, man, God is off the chain. I love God. And that's how we want to be. And that's how we want to try to push and encourage young people that, hey, God is just not a sad thing.
He's cool.
This is not a sad thing. This is an exciting thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can go through a storm and don't even realize, hey, I got through that. How did I get through it? God got me through that. There's no way I could have got through it without him. So that's what I'm on right now. I'm knowing that God is amazing, and I thank him for another day, each and every day.
I'm just so proud of you because I know you. We're like brothers and sisters. We talk, we encourage each other.
Yes.
I like your new thing of taking care of yourself. And
yes,
let's talk about,
because you can't help no one else if you're not okay.
Let's talk about how you've changed your eating habits. We've talked about this. Let's talk about all those kind of things, because I think people will be encouraged to know, because many of us have the extra pounds on from the COVID, and it can really make you feel bound. It really can. Let's talk about that.
These are things that during COVID, the shutdown, I just started working on. You know, I'm down 19 pounds.
Come on through.
I just checked today, and I mean, I'm not even gonna say where I started. You guys will see the video later.
Right.
But I'm headed towards 60, 70 more pounds down. I want to get 60 to 70 more added to that. It was a struggle because I didn't realize that I was doing it to myself. You know, dealing with like thyroid issue and other things. I started looking up some stuff with Dr. Sebi, some natural oils, you know, the sea mosses, the burdock roots, and all of those different herbs, and found that these herbs specifically have vitamins that my body had a problem absorbing.
Wow.
And so I started doing that. I just started, changing the way I eat. I didn't really eat a lot, but it was when I was eating and not getting rest. So I wasn't getting any rest. And you burn a lot of calories when you're resting. So I stay up doing work, doing like 10 different positions, till 2 a.m. I'll still wake up at, kind of early. And it was horrible on my body. So imagine doing that for years.
Yes.
And you've never gotten the proper rest. So your body's never healing. You're never burning calories. Your brain, nothing. You don't even really have the strength that God really given you originally, because you're not resting. You're not resting your body and letting your body do its own thing that God has gifted it to do without you controlling it. And so I've been about 4 weeks starting to get more sleep. I have a watch. I have a watch that keeps track of that. And this watch, it takes my blood pressure, my heart rate, it even do a EKG on me. It tells me my water, your oxygen level, since the COVID been going on, I've been keeping an eye on that. But definitely I could get on a bike and I'm not out of breath. I was walking down a hallway and couldn't breathe. So I said, you know what? This got to change.
Yes.
And so I started, and it's amazing. I have a little sauna in the room. If you can't do the fasting, which that's the most powerful thing that we can do to cleanse any toxins out of our body and restart our engine, then you could do intermittent fasting, which is like choose a certain amount of hours, say like 11 a.m. or 10 a.m. to 6 or 5. And you eat small portions of meals between that time, and then go to sleep. Plenty of water before noontime. And you'll do great. I did meal prepping last night. I did salmon and I did some asparagus and some carrots and a spinach. And so when I get hungry, if I have to cheat, and that's really not cheating, but I'm trying to stay under 1,000 calories right now to restart my engine, that's what I'll eat on. My daughter even got me stuff. I make homemade acai bowls, and they're really good. I make those. And just try to focus on that and drink plenty of water.
That's good.
Hey, man, I'll be over later to get me one of the meal preps. Praise the Lord. Thank you.
Yes. You encouraged me, brother. I don't know if you know, but when you was doing your journey and your fasting and drinking your juicing and stuff, Mr. Thompson.
See, you never know. You never know.
With your testimony. I know about your testimony.
Yeah.
That encouraged me.
Yeah. And we go.
But it didn't hit me until this year, like, you need to get up.
Right.
Yeah. And the funny thing about it is that's the one thing that I've been trying to do more of is getting rest. Because, that is a portion of getting your body healed, your brain healed, and being able to do that. But also, I'm almost, very little meat now, very little meat, mostly vegetables and things of that nature. And that's a shout out to my wife who, when you live into a thing, your wife said, you know what, I'm going to go away from meats for a little while. You don't be able to say, well, cook my steak anyway. You be like, babe, whatever you're doing, I'm doing too.
Right.
Because I know you're going to make it taste good. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's a blessing. That is amazing. I have to. Red meat, I really don't do red meat. Last night, I made homemade vegan waffle burgers with some vegan waffles.
What?
Different. And the kids ate it. We put lettuce, tomatoes, onions, and avocado on there, and it tasted like PD Mills waffle burgers.
You feel what I'm saying? So let me ask you this question: what is your response to the rolled tacos with guacamole?
Now that's gonna be. You know how it's the word. Some things will be with you always. That's a battle.
Yeah.
But I haven't touched the rolled tacos with guacamole. It's delicious. Now, if I could get some of those vegan style and they taste like that burger I had last night,
the
I'll
chicken
be eating those a lot more.
The chicken,
now
the fish,
you gave me the idea.
The fish roll tacos are good.
Yeah,
roll tacos are good.
But no, here's the thing. I want you to try the potato roll tacos. The potato roll tacos with the guacamole. It's the same, but it's with potatoes.
Where do you get them at?
Most taco shops have them now.
Yes, Chris White was the one who told me about those.
Yeah, so try the potato. When I was just totally trying to be vegan, I did the potato. Yeah, because see, when you're vegan, a lot of people think that you're vegan, that you're vegetarian. That's a difference between vegan and vegetarian. True vegans, you don't wear any leather, you don't do anything with any animal products or anything like that.
Yeah.
So I always tell people that we want to get a very healthy lifestyle. You know,
Yeah.
because if you feel like you're depriving yourself of something, then you will crash and you'll burn harder. But if you
Right.
basically, like, there's certain things that I like I don't like Beyond Meat. I like the Impossible Burger.
Yeah, my
Yeah,
son was talking about that. Is that Beyond Meat? I was like, no, I just got this from Whole Foods. They're,
yeah,
vegan patties. Now,
yeah,
I'm not a vegan
yeah.
and I'm not a vegetarian,
Right.
but I have changed my life
Right.
to
You changed
develop
it.
pretty
Right.
much. I got this list right here on my wall from Dr. Sebi of all alkaline fruit, vegetables, seasonings, and I use that. But within it, I try to stay under the 1,000. And so a lot of that stuff eliminates other foods. So you are eating a lot of raw vegetables and fruits and stuff. But I'm not like officially
Right.
a vegan. I would say maybe, what is it, a Presbyterian?
Pescatarian. Pescatarian.
Pescatarian. I might be closer to
That's like
that. But now
seafood.
that I'm older, I'm allergic to my favorite seafood. And so some of that I can't really eat, but I can eat salmon and stuff. So,
Oh, I love
I do that.
So when you have your cheat day, I want you to go to the Cheesecake Factory and get the Impossible Burger. You will think
Impossible Burger.
the
Yeah,
Impossible
oh my
Burger.
God.
You will think that you're eating meat, but it is
Wow.
all vegetable.
And Burger King has a good one too.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
They have the cheaper version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
But
it's
it's okay.
delicious. It's delicious.
Yeah.
Now, I've watched you, and you are so independent. You're an independent artist, but you are independent. You are a go-getter. You get your videos done. You travel to the award shows. And I say this for those that are watching that are independent artists. She's not rich. She has 5 children, but she sets aside and does things she needs to do to get her name out there. Let's talk about that.
Yes, it takes a lot of discipline, a lot of balance, a lot of saving. And being an independent artist, you can't put anything out and think that things are going to come back without you investing.
Come on.
You have to sow. It's sowing and reaping, you know. And so, yes, I've been able to travel, which has been really, really a blessing because I've opened my my reach, connected with some really amazing men and women. Whether they were in the communities, in God's house, businesses.
Bobby Jones.
Just the networking has just been amazing. I would tell anyone, educate yourself, watch videos. They have plenty of free videos, YouTube. Some people do not mind sharing the pearls, don't mind telling you what you need to do. It's just about applying it. And so that's what I've been doing. And again, now I have to get rest though. And that's what I wasn't doing, to make sure to take care of me so I could continue this mission and finish this mission.
Right, because she's
but
won
yes.
numerous awards too. You're award winning because you put so much work in, and God has blessed you from winning various awards all across the country. Every time you look up, you were on Bobby Jones' show. Got great reviews from people that you don't even know that
was
knew
the
me.
best experience I think I've ever performing. Me and Angelique together.
Yes.
It was literally all God,
Right.
that was amazing. We performed, ministered Radical, and they received us, and it just was like, wow, we were just wowed by it. By the second song, we were just like so blown away. We barely could perform the second song.
Wow.
It was so excited in there. So, but it was really nice. It was really nice, and it was a blessing. And I'm glad I got to meet. You hear a lot about what people say about this and that,
Right.
but until you go,
Come on.
and you yourself experience it, then you'll get what you need out of it, and you can see for yourself. Some people might hate on different things, so you got to go check it out yourself.
That's right.
So tell me, you said Angelique. Let's talk about your mentorship of this young lady and the song that you have.
Yes, Angelique Jonelle. She just turned 20 now. She had
Wow.
a birthday and amazing.
She's 20?
She's 20. Yes.
Wow.
She's 20 now. And she's amazing. She looks so young.
Right.
She, works full time. She's an actress. She sings. She's vocalist. She's now in Marietta, California, but she still says about her home in San Diego.
Right.
And we're working on her actual complete single. So we just recently released a song called Angel. And that song just wants to activate people's minds and hearts to think that, you woke up today, look around you, there's someone watching over you, pretty much saying that God exists, so we using the fruits of the spirit to reach people. And that song is actually about.
I think it's phenomenal because she sung a lot on your projects and different things, and now you're
Yes.
sowing a seed back into her. I love that because many times we artists, background singers, whatever, we would just have our own thing and we never reach back to bless those that were a part of what we helped us get to where we are. That's
Yes.
commendable that you're investing back in her because she can sing for real. She's a good singer.
Yes, she is amazing.
Yes.
I'm excited about what we're working on right now, and I can't wait.
Mhm.
We got a few things that we had sitting because of the COVID that I did solo
Mhm.
that we're gonna drop in the midst of getting her complete solo
Mhm.
single ready. So we're really excited about that.
Excellent, excellent. So, Robert Earl Dean, any final questions?
If you weren't ministering through rap and music, what would you be doing?
I would be doing more stuff still in the community. I would be helping people. I also own a nonprofit organization that I finally has, I have completed the status of that as a 501c3.
Good job.
So for Overcome Lupus and Inspire SD. So I'll definitely be connecting with you guys with that.
Oh yes.
I just filed the taxes for that and I didn't know what I was doing, but I did it.
Good for you. Good for you.
I will be moving forward with that. So I will always, in any kind of way, just give back. I love helping people.
Yes, you do.
And I love encouraging people. So I probably would be like maybe a counselor or somewhere that would allow me to mentor, others, whether it's women, young people. But that's where I see myself, that's what I see myself. I'll always be doing that type of work.
Wonderful.
Amen,
Until I
amen.
can't, of course, until I can't no more.
Right.
Yes, yes, yes.
That's amazing.
Miss Eternal, we want to thank you so much
So
for
proud of her.
coming on to the station. You have always been a great supporter and a great
Mhm.
friend. Evangelist shouting you out, saying that's my
Yes.
girl.
Hi,
Yes.
sis. I
And
can't
so-
see everyone, but hi, everyone.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we're
Just
going to have you
wonderful.
introduce this song, and we're going to rock it right here on GOD Radio 1.
Okay, we're right here with the big bro LT and Robert Earl Dean on the Wake Up Morning Show, and this is Angel by Angelique Jonelle featuring Eturnul.
All right, take listens, everyone.
Yes.